Julie Erfely told me when we spoke the other day that she only recently learned that Phoenix police still have the gun used to kill her husband 18 years ago. Now, Arizona law requires police to sell the gun as a crime victim herself and on behalf of other crime victims. Erfely is suing to make sure that doesn't happen. She wants the gun destroyed.
I see it all, and I feel it all, and I visualize it all.
For 18 years, Julie Erfely has achingly pieced together how her late husband, Phoenix police officer Nick Erfely, was killed in the line of duty during an arrest in Central Phoenix. He was 33 and the father of 2 young boys.
I'd had these very vivid dreams with Nick after he was killed. And in these dreams, we were having conversations. And a lot of the conversations, for some reason, were about the gun.
It was just a couple of years ago that Erfely found out, by accident she says, that Phoenix police still had the gun used to kill her husband.
I want it destroyed. It doesn't deserve a second chance. My husband didn't get a second chance. Why would this weapon get a second chance?
Erfely's new lawsuit against the city of Phoenix and Phoenix Police Chief Matt Giordano contends that Arizona's Victims' Bill of Rights allows her to block the police department's sale of the killer's weapon.
It is responsible for the violence that was committed against my husband's body. And you don't ever forget that violence. And it's that violence that really, I think, eats away at you.
Erfely's lawsuit could bump up against a 2013 Arizona law that makes it illegal for law enforcement agencies to destroy weapons they've confiscated. Phoenix PD and other agencies must sell the weapons through auctions.
There's a high risk that this gun is going to be used in another crime. There is a high risk that there is going to be somebody just like me who then has to go through this, and that's not okay. It's not okay.
Another potential hurdle: the Victims' Bill of Rights focuses on court proceedings. There was no trial for Nick Erfely's killer. He was shot and killed by police later in the day.
It feels like this weapon is being given more rights than I am, or than what my husband received. And I don't understand it.
After this aired, it is a great story, by the way, yesterday, the mayor of Phoenix, Kate Gallego, said something interesting about this. What'd she say?
She did. She said the gun will not be sold. And we got this just minutes before we went to air. And so today I followed up on that. And again, last night the mayor's office told us the city had no plans to sell or auction the firearm used in Officer Erfely's murder, and it remains stored in a city facility. Wasn't clear at the time why the mayor could say that. We now know the city's 2023 contract with an auction house allows only the sale of weapons ordered by a court. That's important, ordered by a court. Since Nick Erfely's killer was killed by police the same day, there was no court hearing or order or court case.
There's no case because he's dead.
That's right. So the killer's weapon does remain in a police warehouse. I'll add, this is a 5-year contract. We don't know if that's permanent, but that's the status right now.
Yeah, and it's not just Mayor Kate Gallego commenting. We also heard from Maricopa County Attorney Rachel Mitchell, right?
Just hours ago, Rachel Mitchell told reporters she would work, quote, side by side with Julie Erfely to change the law passed by the legislature in 2013 to ensure that a cop killer's gun is not sold off.
That's huge.
And you can watch my full interview with Julie on the 12 News YouTube channel or on our 12 Plus streaming channel.
You know, I remember when that law got passed, and it was very controversial at the time. So basically, and you mentioned this, but it basically says that all these guns that are seized have to be sold to go back out into the community. And I think a lot of people at the time were wondering, is there a shortage of guns out there? Why do we want those guns back out? So
I've gone back and reviewed some of the hearings from 2013. You can still see them. And apparently the desire was, you know what, they're guns. We want to protect them. They should be out there. But also the thinking was, cities can make some money off this. And I'll tell you, the contract the city has now forecasts maybe $150,000 a year for the city. That is just like pocket change compared to the city budget.
All right, interesting story, Bram. Thank you for bringing it to us.